Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks. Welcome to another edition of FC Bayern München Talk. We're here, and unfortunately, the time has come.
Calma, tranquila. Vamos. Yeah, relax.
Well, if I was to be told to do that, just do me. Listen, first of all, you know what? I'm not even gonna do it. I was gonna do it, but we're not gonna do that. You know what, guys? First of all, like, subscribe, press alarm bells, for content notifications, of course. Like, comment your way, like I see a couple of you guys are now. Like I see Ansar, big up to you, bro. Akhi, big up. Although that's not happening. Go check the socials, and inshallah you're well wherever you are. And also, Eid Mubarak to every single one of you guys. It was yesterday for me, even though it was being questioned by Ang. We're gonna get into it. And it's for several people in several places today as well. So big up to every single one of you. كل عام بخير صحتكم سلامتكم عايدين وفايزين. And yeah, wish you blissful time with your family and that. But you see, with me, it was blissful time, but it's a shame that I got the news while I was with the family, of the following, which, I mean, it's very sad, man. It really is. I was about to start the stream like in 10 minutes. I was like, nah, scrap that. Do it now. Just get it over with. And yeah, I say we get into it. I say we get into it because this piece of news is very sad to be reading. Thomas Müller will be leaving FC Bayern at the end of the season after 17 years at the club. The 35-year-old will not receive a new contract.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Here we go again.
Really? 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 So let me address a few things. For one, no answer. We can't end it there. For one, wait. 1 second. Eid Mubarak to you too. For one, don't go anywhere. What, you think I wasn't prepared for you? تعال and where is he? خذ يا المعفن خذ. You see this? What's the pattern with these three images right here? What's the pattern? Hey, chat, let me know. Hey, anyone that has a brain, what's the pattern with all these three photos? Wait. What's the pattern? Oh, that was funny. Oh, is that funny, or is the fact that your kryptonite leaving is funny? Which one is it? Bingo! So we lost to you, and he scored. Yeah, and he scored in nearly every single one of them. I think he missed out on scoring in 2 games out of how many that he played. So let's count through this. 16, 12, 13, check. 13, so it's actually twice check. What else? 14, 15, one of the 2 legs, check. So that's 1 game missed. 2020 check. 21, 22, both check. What else check? So he probably missed out. What was it? Actually, check, yeah, both of those. 22, 23, 1 check, I think, or none check. Okay, so he missed out on 3 of the games. Or 4, if you want to count this season. So, listen, brother. Do me a favor and
go fuck yourself.
How about that? That'd be bloody fantastic for you. Anyway, we move. Now let me talk about Thomas Müller before I address this whole thing. Now, Thomas Müller, I mean, he's one of them guys that when you watch, he doesn't look pleasing to you. He's not one of them guys that will look like a Lionel Messi or a Neymar or a Lamine Yamal or a Ronaldinho or a Zidane or I'm just giving you all the technical ability that come to my mind. Ronaldo, even, why not? Like he doesn't. When you watch him, he ain't got technical ability that's like 10 out of 10 or anything. But you know what he always had that will keep him ahead of nearly everybody? And that's the reason why I think Liam mentioned it before. Without this guy, you see that season in the middle right here, Lewandowski wouldn't have been looking as good as he did. Because every time Leo was open, it was because he was the one trying to marked out. And not just that, he was the guy that was the glue to our attack. Everything went through Thomas Müller. Just like when a lot of things from Man City go through Rodri, a lot of things at Bayern München, at least in the attacking side of things, went through this guy. It went through this guy. But not many people are giving him enough credit. And the mad thing is, again, and this is why I always give credit to players that adapt. Because at the start of his career, he was a false 9. He wasn't really a 10. Now, I get false 9 is not really striker, but it's not really a 10 neither. It's like a mixture of both. But I'm saying this guy was deeper later on in his career. Like he cared less about scoring goals the later the career went, and he cared more about providing assists. That's why his assist count in that treble-winning run in 2020 was phenomenal, brilliant, because of that very thing I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And obviously a few years later, he's still doing it, but then obviously time goes by and his legs are gone, which happens to everybody. Father time comes, it is what it is. You know, so now all Thomas Müller does is Thomas Müller sits on the bench, comes on for impact, and either try to score, assist, whatever it is. He tries level best, but they don't come off as good as usual because, again, father time. You know what I'm saying? So all he can do is lead from the dressing room. You know what I mean? But early in his career, man, when he was false 9, he was scoring, he was assisting, he was linking up. His dribbling was also very underrated. As much as I say he wasn't that flashy, his dribbling was underrated. You saw flashes of the goal he scored. I remember watch the goal he scored in the game against Arsenal. That's one I can think of on top of my head. There was one he scored against actually this season he scored against Freiburg, and that's old Thomas Müller. That 2015-16 run, you can see a good chunk of goals over there. I think that was, in my opinion, that's his best performing season. I think he was Bayern's top scorer. Not top scorer, but it was like top GA provider, I think. Or if not, Liver was. But yeah, he was involved. That was his best season, I remember. Hey, Answer, I need you to correct me on that one. The 2015-16 season. I think that was one of his best performing seasons I've ever seen. But yeah, listen, Thomas Müller, man, absolute gem that not many people understand why. Again, it's not gem in a sense that he is technically sound or anything like that. I mean, it was underrated, but it's not like it was 10 out of 10. Like, if I was to give a technical ability out of 10, I'm giving it like what? 5, 6, 7, 6.5, 7, you know? Like, it wasn't anything special. Like, you'll see a glimpse of it here and there. You know what I'm saying? But the IQ was the 10 out of 10. Position awareness, 10 out of 10. The willingness to change his game, 10 out of 10. That was Thomas Müller for you. And that's why he stayed on top every single time. That's why, I mean, to be honest, I think icon and legends are the same thing. I don't know why when I was watching Liam's video today, which he lost his shit, by the way, which I get it. He was saying that he's not a legend, he's an icon. I think that a legend and icon's the same thing. So he is a legend / icon of this club. And yeah, man, listen, He's gonna leave. Do I agree with the whole idea? No, I really don't, because, and we'll read more news into it before I give my overall say on that bit. But the whole thing I wanted to say is Thomas Müller, what a great, what a legend. And that's why, for me, man, what I'm about to show you describes him at this great club, man. He's just a king. He's when it comes to FC Bayern München, when it comes to this badge, you think of this guy. That's one of the guys you think of. You think of guys like him. You think of the other Muller, Gerd Muller. You think of Neuer, obviously, Oliver Kahn, even though Kahn kind of screwed us. You think of Matthias. You think of all these other legends, and I'm not even listing them as like the great. Oh, Beckenbauer. How could I forget Beckenbauer? You know what I'm saying? And many more. Effenberg. You know what I mean? Schweinsteiger, Iron Robin, Frank Ribery. But I mean, I'm talking Bayern München. You know, when you bleed Bayern München, you think of guys like him. Yeah, you think guys like him, Beckenbauer, Philipp Lahm. Those are the three that comes on top of my head. Pause. When it comes like you're a Bayern from day one. Day one continued, and on top of that, stayed and became a legend at this club. Now, don't get it twisted. If he was to leave and join another club that's better, like Real Madrid, for example, and he gave a good reason behind it, okay, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But he stayed. He stayed. You know what Muller is doing? What this guy's doing at Bayern? Maybe that's why Liverpool fans aren't happy with Trent, because of how he dealt with business. Even though I get why he would go to Madrid, but you get what I'm saying. The point I'm trying to make is Thomas Müller, in my eyes, if he wanted to go to a better side, he could have, if he gave the right reason, and he stayed. And that's something I will always appreciate every single time. And now that he's rumored to leaving, for the reasons that I might be reading now, it's just sad and at the same time pathetic, man. It really is, man. But Muller, my great, one of my favorite players. I remember watching Germany 2014 World Cup. That guy, wow. Like, you see that 2014 World Cup? I thought he was the best performing player besides Manuel Neuer. No bias. I mean it when I say it. That guy, that World Cup run was brilliant, man. By the way, he was top scorer one World Cup in 2010, and he was one off James Rodriguez in that World Cup winning run. That in itself speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? Anytime Bayern München weren't doing good, he called it out. Anytime Bayern München were not doing well, he showed his emotion because he cared. He cared. I remember when we lost to Leverkusen last season and we lost the league and everything. He lost his shit. He got angry. Why? Because he cares. That guy bleeds the club. He bleeds it. Yeah. He knows what the Mia San Mia spirit is. He even mentioned what it meant. Fearing nobody. That's what it meant. And I mean, listen, a lot of players have been losing it in recent years, but he always maintained it. Even though he comes across as some funny guy during the Champions League draws, he'll be making some like banter jokes about, oh, we'll see you there, yada, yada, yada. And it's funny. I actually find it hilarious. But the thing is, I'm able to understand that this guy's able to isolate banter with seriousness. I'm able to understand that because I've seen enough of it before. That's what he does. Fair play to him. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. Big up, Mike. You know what I mean? Yeah, he always banters you. And guess what? When it's go time, you're not going to like what I'm about to show you, but this happens. When it's serious, this happens. And that's my point. And at this time, I'm not even trying to banter you. I'm being serious. That's what it's all about. Bro, he even scored in a Champions League final. If it wasn't for that Drogba goal, that goal he scored would have actually been a goal that won us the tournament at our home stadium, which ironically enough, all this is happening while we're chasing Champions League at our home stadium, which I mean, our board don't want to do it, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. There you go, space interpreter. You know, the Raumdeuter. There you go. He's called the Raumdeuter in the club and in our within our fan base. because it means the space interpreting. He was able to interpret space like that. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Although I'm not gonna lie, if he was to go anywhere, it's more likely to be MLS. But let's see. I'll give you my thoughts out when I read this. Yalla guys. Also, let me try to make this bigger. I noticed in the first one I didn't even make it big enough. So let me do that. Okay. Müller would have liked to stay another season, but was informed by the club's decision during the okay, I'm just showing it. Okay. Well, was informed by the club's decision during the meeting around 2 weeks ago. For Bayern, so it is true. For FC Bayern, it's now all about giving Müller a worthy farewell. They better give him a farewell. That's one thing I'll say. And they probably will. Sources close to the club say Müller's contract guarantees him a testimonial match. What contract? You talk about like this, what, retirement contract or something? Whatever it is, bro. Well, let me read this, man. It remains to be seen whether and where Müller might continue his career. The MLS, for example, would be appealing to him. Yeah, of course it would be. And that's why I don't think he's going to ever pull up to the Middle East. I think US is more appealing to him for the type of character that he is. FC Bayern, meanwhile, are determined to integrate Müller into another role after his retirement. They see him as ideal representative for the club. All doors are open to Sabinetstrasse. I mean, obviously that will be the case. I have a question though. And wait, oops. Let me get rid of that. Why can we not keep him? This is a very interesting question because from my understanding, all this is to do with financial situation. If that's the case, why don't you get rid of the deadwood and keep him in the team? Listen, don't get it twisted. It's not the end of the world if we were to get rid of Thomas Müller. Life moves on. It is what it is, right? But to get rid of a legendary icon like that, because of that reason, and you have other people to getting rid of with the similar amount of wages he's on, is pathetic in my eyes. So it's just one of them ones in which what they can really do is, you know what? Sam, معلش, but I have to use your clip because your clip is actually valid for what I need to be saying. Where is it? Oh, yeah, here it is.
Go fuck yourself! My favorite album is Where Is My Signings? Where is the Players? That's my favorite album.
Yeah, and where's getting rid of the shitheads? That's it as well. So where's my signings and where's getting rid of the shitheads? That's what I wanted to sum up with, because I'm sorry. You have enough money. I've been saying this. I don't get why we're complaining about money to begin with. But at the same time, like, what are we doing here? On a real note, guys, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? And it's just so pathetic that I have to be going through this crap, hearing the board say, oh, financial this, financial that, financial this, financial that. Okay, ya ghabi, you Griffin, you have literally all these dead weight players that you could be getting rid of, and then sign his deal. Sign his deal and get rid of the rest. Get rid of these three wingers. Yeah, keep Müller, because listen, I know Müller can't play football anymore. I understand that. I get it. But at the same time, we could be doing with the leadership of his quality and his ilk. We really, for one more year or so, we could be doing that. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. We're better off having him retire at this club with barely playing any minutes, as long as he leaves the dressing room, than letting him go to the MLS and we have no leadership in the dressing room. Kimmich is not enough. Neuer is not enough. Don't tell me Goretzka and all these players. No. None of these are enough. They're not. They're not. So what are we doing here? Just getting rid of Thomas Müller because of financial situation. Okay, great. He's going to get a great send-off. Fantastic. You'll get a great send-off. Okay, then. Who else in this club other than Manuel Neuer and maybe Kimmich, yeah, could you really say bleeds this badge right now? Who? Who? I'll wait. I'll fucking wait. Who? I'll wait. So you mean to tell me that this guy could stay if he pleases? Hopefully that's not true, by the way. You mean to tell me he could stay if he pleases? Butler. You mean to tell me he could stay if he pleases? But I'm supposed to believe a guy of his ilk, even though yes, he's given everything, he's gonna be given everything when he retires. Okay. He's welcome to the club, he can be a board member, blah, yada yada, or coach, whatever it is. Okay, great. But we're talking about right now. We're talking about here and now. Now, we're talking about now. And this is what you're telling me. You're telling me that we can't give Thomas Müller a contract for him to lead in the dressing room. He's already doing it now. We may as well continue with it till he retires. I don't think he'll have an issue with that. He is even stated in here. Where was it? I scrolled through it because I'm an idiot. You know, like it was mentioned. I read it just now. Like the guy, it's a shame for him that he said Müller would have liked to stay another season, but was informed by the club's decision during the meet. What are we doing? What are we doing? It's so annoying, bro. It's so annoying. And by the way, even Müller being given this whole club role and all this stuff in the future, like, it's not the same as leading in the dressing room. It's not. It's not. It's a whole different ballgame. That's why Oliver Kahn failed. That's why Salihamidzic failed. You know what I mean? That's why, I mean, Hones, thank God he actually was able to study the game and actually do a good job. But then over time, look at him. You know what I mean? Kahn's Rummenigge, same as what's his name? Hones. Like, bro, this board's playing with fire. I'm being really honest. Max Erbel, Freund, they're playing with fire. I'm gonna be really plain and honest. They just are. They just are. And if we get rid, let's see how leadership will be run in the dressing room. I want to see how people lead by example. Because Thomas Müller, whether he fucks around in the training ground or he doesn't, whatever it is, guess what? When it's time to be serious, he's always serious. Every single time. No matter what you think of his personality, whether you think he's cringe, whatever it may be, or funny, whatever it is, you know when the time is up, now time is up. Yeah, time for jokes is up. Time to kick ass is now. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it's time to be serious, you think this guy, like, this describes Thomas Müller, yeah, when it comes to performing.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, he don't care about fun. Yeah, he cares about seriousness. So come on now. What are we doing here? What are we fucking doing here? Like, this board needs to wake the fuck up, man. And if not, then guess what?
Is The Rock singing along with the largest collection of STD having trailer park trash The Rock has ever seen.
They're all full of it. They're all full of it. They're all full of it. And I mean, why should I be shocked?
Right, so how are we going to spend our winnings?
Yeah, what? You thought I was not going to ever play that ever again? No, Peter Griffin's always running wild, man. Come on now. This guy, man. It's all
his
him.
fault. You understand me? It's his fault. It's your fault. It's your fault.
This guy, man. I don't get it. And by the way, bro, for this one, allow it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just me having a say, and then unless it's Liam because he's a Bayern fan, yeah, we'll allow it, man. Actually, I'll think about it. If I want to continue, then I'll bring people in. Put it that way. But right now, just leave it to me. If Liam's here, he's here. But yeah, it is what it is. Brother, I'm sorry, man, but listen, I'm trying to express how I feel, but I'm trying to entertain you, man, at the same time, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just wow. And why? There's 11 viewers and there's only 4 likes. Mods, do your thing first of all, and secondly, you fraud who did not even do a sick, bro. You no, you guys.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Do your jobs, mod, man. Get these idiots to slap the like. Frauds. Every single one of them. Bro, even if we sign Wirtz, we can still keep Thomas Müller. That's a lot of crap. It's a lot of crap, in my opinion. I'm surprised you still have that crook Hones in your board. The club should have moved from him ages ago. Bro, I don't think we need an Isaac. I don't think an Isaac profile is necessary at Bayern, by the way. I know a lot of clubs want him, but like for Bayern München, we don't need that. Actually, I would love for him to stay at Newcastle as a Saudi rep. Hey, listen, slap the likes. Come on now. You know, I'll keep over here for a bit so you frauds do your jobs. Anyway, now, where was I? Back to reading pieces of news. Where is... Okay. Let's see what this fraud had to say. Max Erbel. This absolute fraud. Yes, he leaves Europe, bro. If he leaves and he doesn't retire, yes. Anyway, back to this. Max Erbel on Kickers report that Thomas Müller will not be offered a new deal. As we've said several times, we are in talks with Thomas Müller. Well, it better be. And it better be for a good reason. As well as with other players. As in recent weeks and months, we will only announce something when there's something to announce. Oh, okay, well, guess what? I want you to be announcing that you're extending the deal for 1 more year at least. Please. Thank you very much. Yeah. I want Thomas Müller to actually stay and lead by example for these guys. So when he's gone and retired and he stays with the club, he does his job in the boardroom whatever way he pleases. Okay? Yeah, we need leaders in this dressing room. Yeah, I don't need some kiddos to be leading, bro. Yeah, yes, Joshua Kimmich is doing good. He's one of our captains. Great, fine. But the fact that he's still in midfield and not right back, even though he's doing well in midfield, to be fair, but at the start of the season, he wasn't. So let's not act like he didn't do well. Let's not act like we forgot about that. Yeah, that in itself showed that he lacked leadership. But then at the same time, he did improve. So fair enough. The point is he fully ready? No, he's not. He's not fully ready. Manuel Neuer, he's ready. But is that enough? God, no. I mean, the guy gets himself injured on his calf for celebrating. So I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if that's enough. You know what I'm saying? So, hey. Well, let's go. Yeah, okay. I mean, Olise, to be fair, the way he'd be moving like with example. But then again, he just joined the club for 1. And 2, that guy's nonchalant regardless. So, I mean, you're just going to get an attitude like that out of him anyway. You know what I mean? Again, not enough. Musiala, in my opinion, yeah, he's putting his head down. He's playing his game. He ain't ready to lead. Let's be honest. He ain't really ready to lead. So, at the end of the day, who's really there to lead? What, Upamecano? Okay. Kim, Dyer. I mean, Dyer shows care. He to be fair, Eric Dyer, I heard he's actually talking in the dressing room. So fair enough. To be fair, I've always said Eric Dyer cares. But again, when you're not performing on the pitch at times, is it enough to lead by example? Harold Kane. Bro, here's the thing with Harry Kane. Yeah, he can lead because we've seen it for England. But even though he hasn't won anything yet, but you get the point. He can still lead, to be fair. Right? My question with Harry Kane, though, how long is he going to stay? You know what I'm saying? No, let's keep it a buck. How long is he going to stay? My point is, we need guys like Thomas Müller to stay until he retires. Because, I'm sorry, some of the leaders, they're semi-ready. Some of them are not ready. It just is what it is. Müller can lead. The rest ain't ready to lead the way Müller can. And maybe Neuer can. Let's keep it a stack. Kimmich, semi-ready. Everybody else? Yeah, come on. You know what I mean? Bro, whatever. Until the guy retires. The thing is, wherever Müller goes, he's probably going to retire in a year or 2. So you're better off keeping him. You're better off keeping him. You're better off keeping him. You know what I mean? You just are. You really just are, man. What other pieces of news we have? Oh, we have this one. Anyway, let's see what this one says, guys. Let's see what this one says. Man said second coming of Riyad Mahrez. Hey, I hope better, to be honest. Bayern are still in talks with Thomas Müller, but the clear tendency based on the latest discussions is that Müller will leave the club at the end of the season. None of the parties involved, including the players' camp, have yet confirmed that Thomas Müller's departure has been finalized. However, the player has already received offers from the MLS from Sky Germany. So he's received offers. See, that in itself confirms he's never going to Saudi. He's either staying at Bayern or he's going to the MLS. Okay. There you go. Confirms everything, guys. Yeah, listen, man. What I said, I keep it up. I keep the same thing. He has to extend, man. He just has to. And if he doesn't, then the board, you guys are actually dumb as hell. You really are. But hey, I shouldn't be shocked. Anyway, more pieces of news. Anyway, Thomas Müller was a bit surprised that he didn't receive a new contract offer. Why am I not shocked? Oh, color me shocked. Oh. He would have expected the club to present him with something. Again, why am I not shocked? Instead, there were neither figures discussed nor an offer. Again, pathetic from the club. And yet, back in November, it was said they were happy to continue with him. Again, so are we, or not again, to be honest. So are we, so based on this, are we saying that the board are a bunch of hypocrites? I'm willing to say that.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
I actually have a huge thing against hypocrisy, by the way. So yeah, brother. Anyway, let's continue. Where were we? In addition, Max Eberl had confirmed in January that if Müller wanted to play for another year, an extension would be a matter of seconds. Müller would have liked to play for another year. That's why this development is a bit strange for him. There's still no final decision from the board. Yeah, well, better be not yet a final decision, and more so a final decision in the long run to actually extend him. How about that? There will be another meeting with Müller and his management next week. If he won't stay at Bayern, the most likely destination is a move to the US of A. There have been offers in the past. Müller will definitely not play for another club in the Bundesliga. Of course he wouldn't, because the guy loves the club and cares about the club. No shock. Anyway, guys, there you go. Then there you have it. This dude basically confirmed technically that he's not happy that the board didn't offer him a new deal. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Because this guy again, people need to understand, he bleeds this badge. He bleeds this badge. Yeah? Barely anyone in this club right now currently bleeds this badge. Bro, when you put him in Bayern greats, Bayern legends, you know, Mount Rushmore of Bayern München, yeah? You are putting Thomas Müller alongside the Gerd Müllers, the Beckenbauers, the Manuel Neuers, the Matthäuses, etc. That's what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing. Yeah, hell, you can even put Hones and whatever, and Breitner as well. You know, you're putting these, man. You can pick and choose, but Thomas Müller is always in the discussion and being there every single time. Like, is this not enough for you to say what he's all about? This, you see this, right? What I'm about to show you. You see this? Is this not enough? Is this not enough? Oh, look at these. Greatness on a different level. Bro, this board, what they need to be doing, you know what, man? This board, seriously, what they need to be doing is this.
So please take this moment. Let's close the show with a big thank you and an acknowledgement to your tribal chief. Go ahead now. Do it right. The right way.
Yeah, thank him. Yeah, thank him for actually being committed to this club since he started. Since he started, he was committed. Genuinely. Yeah. From day one, this boy became a man at this club. And now we're going to let him go to them. Bro, what this board's basically doing is what Barcelona's board was doing to Lionel Messi. Not financial, that's financial. At least with Barcelona, they actually were going through some sort of financial issue. Even though they over-exaggerated it, but they were. What are we really going through? What are we really going through? I want to know. What are we really going through, guys? I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. No. Same with Germany, by the way. Thomas Müller in Germany is massive. Allow it. You can put him in German Mount Rushmore as well. But come on now. What are we doing here? Raumdeuter. The Raumdeuter, space interpreter. Yeah. Leader. Bro, this guy is definition of Mia San Mia. Yeah, fear nobody. Yeah. Again, when shit gets serious, shit gets serious. Time to joke, time to joke. Yeah. Ain't no time for games. Yeah, when it's no time for games. That's what's Thomas Müller. Every single time. And that's why he's one of my favorites, even though he don't look the most pleasing on the eye as like a 10 out of 10 baller. But one thing I will tell you, and I mean technically, but one thing I will tell you is the IQ, yeah, and the mentality. That in itself, great. That in itself ingrains him into Mount Rushmore of this club. I'll continue to say, I don't care. Yeah, people cannot like what I think of this guy. I don't, bro. This, by the way, call me. Hey, some people are gonna call me crazy. You know what that season Kevin De Bruyne had in 2020? I think Thomas Müller had a better season than him. I actually think Thomas Müller's legacy is better than Kevin De Bruyne's legacy. Call me crazy. Please, I dare you. Call me crazy. All this Kevin De Bruyne had, yeah, Thomas Müller way above him. Way above. It's not even close, bro. What he accomplished, De Bruyne wishes to accomplish. Yeah? With the creativity that he had as well. They both had creativity, but at the end, Müller turned up. That dude barely did. When it mattered the most. Yeah, he turned up in, you know, so semi-final matches against Madrids and PSGs, or, you know, he actually turned up in one of the ties against one of the games in our tie in the quarterfinal, to be fair. Actually, even if he didn't provide even the first leg he turned up against, I'm not even going to lie, he performed unbelievably well. You know what I mean? But, again, my point is, right, all that he's done is not enough compared to what Müller done, because at least with Thomas Müller, at the end, he ended up winning more than him. Yeah, De Bruyne won leagues, Müller won leagues. But when it came to Europe, Müller done it more. And that's my point. By the way, I also want to remind you guys, who remembers the remontada that we had against Juventus? Remember when we drew 2-2 in Turin? Robin scored. Müller actually scored as well. Müller scored and then Robin scored. And then we bottled it 2-2. We then went 2-0 down at the Allianz Arena. And then Leo scored. And then Thomas Müller scored in the death of the game. And then we went to extra time. And then Thiago Alcantara scored. And then Kingsley Coman scored against his former club at the time. That don't happen without Thomas Müller. That don't happen without him. So it's about time for people to have some shame and decorum when they disrespect Thomas Müller, just like this guy. This معفن. تعال. ها شوف وراك. شوف قاعد يصير وراك. هذه كلها ضد برشلونة. القم. ايش رايك يا معفن؟ بس كل عام وانت بخير والصحة والسلامة. عايدين والفايزين. Yeah, but hold that. Absolute fraud. Anyway. Now, you know what? I know Gershan was asking to join, and I said probably won't. But you know what? Why not? I'm pretty. I was gonna dip, but let's bring people in. Well, I'll let people in for a bit, and then we'll bounce, and then I'll redirect to whoever needs it. Now, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وانت بخير صحة ومن سالمين إن شاء الله آمين يا رب حبيبي جزاك الله خير. Anyway, unleash the hound, guys. آمين يا رب آمين. Anyway, unleash the hound. And by the way, you see what I just did with Stop Making Sense? An example of what Thomas Müller did. Time to be serious, time to be serious. Time to mess around, time to mess around. Energy stays the same every single time. People need to know that, man. You know what I mean? And that was Thomas Müller. That was Thomas Müller, man. I'm not even joking. That was him. I swear down, bro. Listen, bro. At this rate, I'm just gonna leave this image for you to see, but Sam, you absolute bozo. Like, the image is there for you to see. I don't need for you to, you know what I'm saying? Whine and complain, yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Ain't nobody gonna join. Damn. Actually, let me send the link to Gershan. Gershan was asking for the link as well. If he still wants to join, he can. Massa got carried by the best German team. He was the glue to that German team. So what are you on about? Why are you being a fraud now? Does this image behind you like piss you off by any chance? Does it? Because if it does, it's okay. It happens, man. It's okay. It happens. Yeah, I get it. I understand. I really do, bro. I get it, man. Bro, that image you're using is absolutely mental, bro. But you know what? We will allow it. Yeah, what's up, brother?
Oh, what's up? What's up? How are you?
Good. And Liam is here, and he's about to lose his shit. I mean, you say it's funny. I mean, you think it's funny. It ain't funny, bro.
Okay, I'll change it. No issues.
Well, it is what it is, bro. But Liam, you know what? You're the Bayern fan. You know, I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to type something, so I may as well type it for you. So yeah, just speak, brother. Just speak. I already said what I had to say.
It's a joke. Nothing needs to be said other than that. It's an absolute joke. I don't care how they get it. If they have to sack some, I don't care. They can eat off the floor, bro. I don't care. I really don't care. However they need to get the money, get the money. Like, I'm not listening to this BS of, oh, but he's on 20 million. Leroy Sané's been on 20 million for 5 years. That's 100 million.
Yeah.
For what? Absolute jack shit, because he's like, oh my word. This club's finished.
Bro, you know what I was saying just now? I don't know if you were watching me or you weren't, because I just sent you the link.
I was talking to the missus and I seen that you put it in the group chat. I didn't even see you were live.
By the way, Zier, I would like to inform you that I said that I love Borussia Dortmund like when it comes down to Bundesliga.
You wait, what? You support Borussia Dortmund?
When it comes down to Bundesliga.
No fucking wonder you were doing a watch along for Borussia Dortmund against Mainz. I was like, why the fuck is this guy doing a Borussia Dortmund versus Mainz watch along?
No. Actually, like I was doing an experimental live stream. I was just looking at how many Borussia Dortmund fans are there because, like, I did I actually posted a video 2 years back. At that time, I didn't get any support on that video, so I just thought that I shouldn't cover Bundesliga since they're not since they're not much fans on the YouTube. So I thought just okay, let's do an experimental live stream, and I got around 200, 250 views. So I was like, okay, nice one. We can continue with that.
I guess we found someone to do content about Borussia Dortmund with.
Fuck Dortmund.
But I'm, like here, like I'm highly impressed by Maximilian Beer. I mean, the guy has got around 8 goals so far, and I mean, he is on a very impressive run. Barcelona is facing off against Borussia Dortmund, so it's going to be an interesting name to watch out for in that match.
Yeah, but let's talk about what really. Well, who the fuck is Dortmund? There you go. But on a real, Gersha, listen, bro. As much as I mean, listen. Quickly. Wait, did you just mute? Oh, my screen. I thought you muted me. I was gonna say that. I do agree. Bayern has potential, but bro, like that guy has a lot to learn, bro. I feel like his decision making.
Yeah, definitely. Why not?
But let's move on, man, because we're talking about Thomas Müller. We're talking about somebody that's actually a legend. You know,
what's the actual update about Thomas Müller? Like, I mean, the manager has said that he'll force him to leave, or Thomas Müller has himself decided to leave.
No, they just haven't given him a new deal yet, and now it looks like Thomas Müller will leave because of the fact.
Same case like Mohamed Salah.
Wait, Liam. Why did you time him out? All I had to do was show him this. Habibi, show him this. Show him this. Bro. Actions speak louder than words, Liam. Come on.
Bro. Yeah, and I did the action and timed his bitch ass out. Hold that.
Oh my god. But you know what, Lewis? I wanted to get to you, bro, because you're here now. Big up, man. It's been a while since I've seen you around. Like international breaks. I'm gonna go rage fridges and I'll be right back. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro. I'm gonna talk about the international thing real quick. I hate international breaks, and it's because of the current situation that we're going through right now.
Oh yeah, Liam has a strong take on that too. So.
I didn't even bother. Like I honestly spent more time going to your guys' stream than actually looking at the matches for the international break. Respectfully speaking, but
big up to you, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't be bothered with these international matches, but I am very sad, bro. He is. I felt like I grew up watching this player when I first started watching Bayern in 2010. So seeing him leave fucking hurts. This sucks. If it looks like he's gonna leave, do we know if this is a confirmation or not? Because I haven't been like on the loop crazy about this.
So here's the thing.
Yeah,
I was gonna say so it's not confirmed, bro. But the thing is, all the things that's being mentioned, and you connect the dots, it looks like the board's gonna get rid. That's the thing. So what we're basically doing is we're just reading the room, man. That's all we're doing. And that's why, and the title I put it as like a question more so than a statement.
Right.
Because it's not. But still, they have to keep him on. They have to, bro.
For me, it depends. If you're not gonna give him a contract because you offer him a position higher up within the Bayern hierarchy, sure. But if you're just gonna leave him as a free agent and leave Bayern,
yeah, but you can't even with that. You're right. I'm not going to disagree with you. But even in that thing, you can never tell a player to retire. Like, he's not injured. I know he's not Thomas Müller we know and love, but he's not injured. Yeah. He's just getting older. Like, can't.
But can I
still
just
like
telling you to get rid of your missus, bro.
Like, wait. Can I ask you something quickly? Why can't it be both?
What do you mean?
So. You guys were just talking about the fact, and it is true, yes, that they're giving him a contract for post-retirement, in the board, whatever. But why can't you give him an extended deal and then another contract for a post-retirement?
Well, that's what he wants. Yeah, I agree.
And it's doable. So what the fuck are we waiting for?
Tell me about it. I've got fucking Leroy Sané on 20 million a season, bruv.
Bro. We can all agree here other than bro, even Manuel Neuer after that celebrating injury thing, like I mean, Thomas Müller is really the only one. Thomas Müller is really the only one that's fully ready to lead in the dressing room. So you get rid of him. Okay, yes, you have Neuer who can speak in the dressing room, but that injury in itself, the action, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. If you're Kimmich, we listen. He's for me semi-ready because yes, he's improved, but at the same time, the guy at the start of the season, we're not gonna act like that guy was good there. Now he was awful. Yeah, we're not gonna act like he was good. That guy was a coward. Yeah, it's good that he's woken up, but still, the guy could do a better job in right back. I'm still not changing my mind on that. Yeah. And then yes, you have guys like Dyer speaking dressing rooms, but yada yada yada. But his performances is crap.
Speaking about what, bro? How shit he is.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like Harry Kane, I mean, yeah, it's all good speaking, but you need to turn up when it matters most.
What's the point of him speaking? He's never won a trophy.
There you go. Liam, that's the point. Liam, that's the fucking point. The point is that Muller's really the only one fully ready to lead in the dressing room. And having that presence is important, man.
You know, as many times as I get pissed off about this team, I appreciate how tapped this team is this season.
Bro, Lewis has got more bridge trophies than Harry Kane's got actual trophies, bro.
Listen, bro. We gotta. Bro, Kane doesn't know how to speak. Oh, big up answer. I forgot to read that. Kane doesn't know how to speak English, mate.
Hey, I'm in.
But here I wanted to ask you, like, I mean, I have been following England since a long time. Do you even think that Harry Kane is the dressing room leader in England team? I don't feel like, I mean, earlier it was Gareth Southgate that who was pushing players and who was like guiding players and all. I mean, Harry Kane doesn't seems to be a nice dressing room leader. Again, same thing that Liam said. I mean, he hasn't won any trophy. So, I mean, there's a point in that as well.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing. Like, okay, you see with the Harry Kane thing, it's again, it comes down to the leading by example, you know? But when it comes to like, you know, him training, overtraining, when it comes to him speaking, he does that. It's just when it comes to performing in a final, a semi-final, whatever, he's not there. That's the problem, you know?
Oh, you can do the same that Real Madrid is doing with Luka Modric. Na? Real Madrid has given Luka Modric a 1-year contract extension, and there are high chances that he may end up as an assistant manager at Real Madrid as well.
Yeah, okay, but that's what we're asking for, yeah, Gupshan. That's what we're asking for.
Yeah.
We're asking
I mean, like,
anyway. My whole point is like I think it's not just like I know with Liam it's and me I don't know Lewis, but I know with Liam because I saw your video. It's about the fact that he's a one-man thing, bro. People come and go. For me, the main thing is the leading bit, bro. The leading bit. Who's really gonna lead? Who's really gonna lead? You know, that's my thing. And another thing, as well.
But Sam, like, you little bitch, stop talking shit about my players. Your team is shit, bro.
Bro.
Wait, what happened? Oh, the difference Müller shit. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I disagree with that.
What?
That Müller shit and Modric is not.
Oh, yeah, but don't boost his ego. Don't.
Why are we mentioning Oprah? What?
Don't. Oh my. Don't.
You're
gonna start getting him jarring.
I love you, Oprah. I love you.
We're not in the mood for this, bro.
No, I'm not doing that right now. I'm not in the mood.
Seriously, bro. Bro, it is what it is, man. At this rate, if he's not gonna stay, they better better be a motivation for these fuckers to actually perform game in, game out.
Wait, go on to Twitter. They just posted something. I'm here. Go on Twitter.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Let me refresh.
It literally just popped through on my phone.
Wait. I'm gonna go now. Bayern have made it clear. Is it this one?
Yeah, made it clear.
Yeah, this one.
Management that they do not want offer a new contract. Max Earl originally wanted to
I'm gonna read it to you guys. I'll read it.
Go on.
Okay. So let's see how much of a lot of crap Griffin is now. Let's go. Bayern have made it clear to Thomas Müller and his management that they do not intend to offer him a new contract. So it's confirmed. Max Erbel originally wanted to let Müller decide on his own future, but the club's bosses deviated from that after the internal discussions. Internally, the word is Müller is a club legend with a fantastic character. But, by the way, quickly, before I read that, that's the point. These fucking idiots. But he's earning too much for too little. The fucker is going to
play him, man, you fucking Gakpa!
The fucker's gonna take a pay cut anyway. What?
Oh, bro, I'm gonna have a fucking hernia at the end of this video.
Anyway, Uli Hoeneß initiated Muller's departure with his statements last month. Well, I told you this guy has to fucking walk. If he's only a substitute, I would advise him to retire. Yeah, retire when he pleases, you fucking idiot. Bayern want to further rejuvenate the team and also save salaries. Muller earns up to 17 million euro gross per year, making him one of the top. Brother, the guy can have a pay cut. The guy cares enough to do so. Bro, these people are fucking dumb. Muller's fitness, enthusiasm, and importance to the team are not being disputed, but those bosses agree that with the view to the decreasing fixed deposit account, which, by the way, they have enough money, so they're full of shit, there's no longer a balance between salary and performance. Bayern are also actively looking for a new striker to back up Harry Kane. They are also planning to sign at least a new winger, okay? And you could still do that while keeping... Bro, these guys are dumb, man. Muller wants to continue playing football and would have liked another year at Bayern. However, he hasn't made the final decision yet. He has also received offers to join directly as a TV pundit. You know Max Erbel?
Go fuck yourself!
Genuinely. You, Hoeneß, every single one of you, just go fuck yourselves. Fuck yourselves. There's no way you mean to tell me that great is not willing to take a pay cut. The man, the character, the personality is like, he ain't taking no pay cut. That's crazy. You know what? Guess what? This is how Thomas Müller must be feeling right now.
Not one of you sons of bitches asked me how I feel.
Fucking idiots. Absolute fucking idiots. Yeah. Like, okay, I get people come and go, all this stuff. I get it. I get 100%. It's not the end of the world, but at the end of the day, as I told you, the leadership aspect. Yeah. The guy probably wants to stay and lead. Everything lines for Muller to do that. Even the financial side. And they're like, yeah, no. Well, it's okay. Yeah, it's not okay. I will get rid of him. Why? That's just, bro. This board is pathetic, man. I swear down, bro. This board, bro. They better get right in the long run for next season, bro. Because I swear down, bro. If they don't, these men are getting held even more accountable than they are getting held right now. I'm telling you this from now, guys. So beware. Beware. You know what I'm saying? Bro, at this rate, they may as well just get this from me. That's how Muller probably felt as well when Erbel didn't offer the new deal, or Hoeneß didn't offer the deal. Scums. Absolute scums. Anyway. Now, where did Liam go so he can speak? Or where did Lewis go so he can speak? Or am I on my own here? Great. In the meantime, let me see who I can redirect to, because ain't nobody having... By the way, 8 likes. You guys are pathetic. Oh, my God. 8 likes, you know. Wow. Pathetic. Anyway, who should I redirect to? You know what? We're gonna redirect to Hotspur Cave. Is he live though? Because I've made this mistake in which I redirect to people, and is he live? Yes, he is live. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna end it here because I'm not in the mood to continue. It's pathetic, bro. Bro, shut up يا أخي. بسام مسكت يا أخي. إيش رأيك؟ كل زق. Anyway, we're gonna redirect to Spurs. What's his name? Hot Cave, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jay, Tom Hot, the Hot Cave Spurs, whatever it's called.
Wait,
anyway,
so what did that say? Sorry, I had to leave. So I was doing my food.
I leave him quick because I just pressed the redirect. But basically, yeah, I was just saying that these guys are full of shit. Long story short.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's about what they were saying, is apparently Uli Hoeneß was the one that initiated the whole bullshit. That's why he needs to fucking walk.
Wait, so he doesn't want to give Thomas Müller?
So he thinks Thomas Müller, because he's a substitute, he may as well just retire now.
Well, yeah, but
and then the fact that he earns such money that they need to
that's like me saying, bro, that is like me saying, Uli Hoeneß, you're old, you may as well die now.
Brother, that's what he said, and he's full of shit.
Fucking clown.
Bro, Liam, you know what these men need to be fucking doing right now? Yeah? What these men need to be doing is the very, 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 very far. Where the fuck is it now? Because these men need to understand. They need to do this.
So please, take this moment. Let's close the show with a big thank you and an acknowledgement to your tribal chief. Go ahead now. Do it right. The right way.
It's not that hard. It's not.
No, I agree.
But anyway, we're going to redirect to the Hotspur Cave. Jay, you know what I'm saying? Tottenham fan. Go just say Zier raid. Or just say Harry Kane raid. I don't know. Just whatever. Anyways, we're going to bounce. But you know what to do. Subscribe on your way out. Like and comment on your way out. Go check socials and hopefully you're well wherever you are. But we're bouncing. See you later.